So this is my March Empties video, and I was a little concerned that I wouldn't have enough items to have a full video, but I think I did okay this month. I'm not sure about how next month's gonna go, but this month I finished quite a few items. The first one, I like to use it to wipe down the counter. I've said this before, this is my favorite scent. When I finish with my makeup, sometimes I have makeup all over the counter. I don't know what my problem is, but I like to use the Huggies Cucumber and Green Tea wipes, and they look like that. So, have that. And then my husband brought these home to me. These are the Clinians Vitamin C and E makeup removing palettes. These were okay. I would have preferred if they were more of a citrusy scent. Kind of smelled like maybe grapefruit, I guess. I don't like grapefruit, but I mean, there was a little bit of citrus, but I probably wouldn't purchase these again. These were only $1.99. These are from Ross, so yeah. Then I have had these for a while. I got them on clearance at Target for like $4. They're the Pond's Exfoliating Renewal Wet Cleansing Towelettes with citrus and cucumber, and I thought that they would smell amazing, but I was a little disappointed in the scent, so I don't know if they're discontinuing these and that's why that they were on clearance, or if Target was just trying to clear out some of their stock, but I'm kind of iffy about these. I probably wouldn't go out and hunt them down to buy them, so nah. These I did like a lot. This is just a little sample packet. It has like 5 of them. I was really surprised with how many like makeup towelettes I went through this month, but whatever. I typically go through like one package of 30 of them in a month, but I guess I was just super messy this month. These are the Pond's Luminous Clean Wet Cleansing Towelettes with soft white kaolin clay and moisturizing ingredients. These smelled very nice. They were super saturated, so I really appreciated these wipes. I have a full package of these, but I did the buy one get one, so I opened the other package that I had, and I'm not enjoying them as much as these, so I can't wait till those are finished and I can go on to the big package of those. I was quite disappointed in this next one. This is what's the name of this? I don't know what the name of this is. It's one of these like peel off face mask things. And I was like, oh, how cool. Look how cool the color is. But it comes out and it's like translucent pink. So I don't know, it just looked really funny on my face, but that wasn't my issue. I could have dealt with it if it would have done a job, but I didn't feel like it did anything except irritate my skin when I peeled it off. So, I mean, I didn't break out in a big rash or anything, but deep cleanses, purifies, and protects. I don't know about those claims. Oh, sorry, this is the pomegranate and passion flower scented one. I probably wouldn't go out and purchase more of these just because the experience with this one was so-so. Here is a basic staple. This is the Kitchen Lemon antibacterial hand soap. That's the foaming one from Bath & Body Works. I really, really, really like the scent, and even my husband this month said, wow, that smells really nice and fresh. So I'm glad that he enjoys the same scents that I enjoy. Oops. Whoops. For Valentine's Day, my husband got me like this big Lush box thing. I'm sure you've seen them on YouTube, but this was one of the items in it. It's the Rose Argan body conditioner. It looks like that, and this smelled divine. Oh, it smells so good. I think I would, if I'm in a mall and they have a Lush store, I would probably hunt this item down and purchase it. So, I mean, I had to put lotion on afterwards, but it just felt so nice, and it was nice for your back because sometimes my back and my legs get really dry during the winter, so this seemed to help out a lot. It's the Rose Argan body conditioner. So I suggest that one. I better save that. Can't you save these and turn them in for something? I think so. I'll hold on to it. Oh, this next item was torturous. It's the Equate Blemish and Blackhead Control Apricot Scrub. Ugh, this stuff reeks, and ugh, the little granules in here didn't seem to be exfoliating enough for my skin. So like, if this works for you, awesome, but no. I have a Clinique scrub that I use that's actually for men that's like super abrasive, so I really prefer that one. I don't know, I've never tried the St. Ives Blemish and Blackhead Control that this is supposed to be compared to, so I don't know how like gritty that one is, but I like a really gritty exfoliant when I'm scrubbing my face. So yeah, this one, never again, ever. It was so bad. Let's see. I went through these guys. I don't typically put these in here, but I thought they were kind of strange that the Gently Exfoliating Venus Vibrance razor cartridges, and they didn't seem to be exfoliating until you got down to the part where it was almost time to throw them away, and then it was kind of like scratchy. So I don't know if it was exfoliating or if it was just scratching my skin off. I know obviously like exfoliants, you know, buff your skin, but I don't know. On the legs, I got these on clearance, so obviously I'm not going to go out and like hunt them down to purchase them again. So just throwing that out there. I don't know how exfoliating they really were, because I exfoliate my legs before I shave them, or else I get razor burn. So maybe for somebody that doesn't exfoliate beforehand, these would be awesome. Also went through, let's see, the Schick Hydro Moisturizing Hydrant Shave Gel. This is just one that me and my husband can share. I don't really have a specified shaving cream gel product that I use, so whatever's in there, whatever I got on sale, whatever smells nice, that's what's in our shower. So I used that guy. And I went through this Dove Go Fresh Restore. This is the Blue Fig and Orange Blossom scent. This was okay. I prefer the, hang on, what is it called? Cucumber and green tea. So, I mean, I'm not going to go out and hunt this one down, but when I get sick of the cucumber and green tea scent that I can go through like 3 deodorants, and then I start getting sick of the smell. So when I get sick of that, then I'll probably try this guy again. I really like this Go Fresh line. I used to use the clinical strength stuff. I kind of pushed myself away from it because I was a little nervous about having that high of a I'm just concerned that it's blocking too much, or like too many chemicals are inhibiting my body's natural response. So I went with something that wasn't so inhibitory. Is that a word? I don't know, but I really like this line. So yeah, whatever. I went through 2 hair dyes, obviously the black to touch up my roots, and then I put some, you know, just to spice it up for spring a little bit, I put some blondes in here. So that's what those are for. Oh, let's see. Next, I have this Herbal Essences Touchably Smooth Split End Protector. I hated this when I first got it, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go through some of my items. You know, I have a lot of hair care stuff, so I need to get through them. And so the more I use this, I think I only used this much of it, like up to here, and I was like, oh, this stuff is horrible. And then I started using it every day, and I loved it. So when I ran out, I went to the store to see if I can get it again, and it's not there anymore. So I don't know if they discontinued this. I guess I can go look at Big Lots and see if they have any of these there. It'll probably be cheaper anyways if they have it there, but I don't know if they changed the packaging or changed the name of this stuff, but I really like it. So if you can find it, I highly suggest it. That's what it used to look like. I have an Oscar Blondie Pronto Texture and Volume Spray. I got this for one of my, what are they called? I went through this problem trying to explain this last time. It's the, with Ulta, you have like the Ultimate Rewards. So, like that little program where if you spend X amount of dollars, you get this item for free in like certain time blocks that they mark off. But this is the one that I got last time. And I kind of had a love-hate relationship with it. I kind of liked what it did to my hair, but at the same time it smelled so bad it made me want to vomit every time I used it. So, yeah, it was probably not going to go buy it unless I get it for free. If I get it for free, awesome, but I won't be hunting this guy down, so it's kind of disappointing. I think I did have that in my favorites, but, I mean, just by the time you get finished with the item, the smell... Okay, this is my favorite Victoria's Secret lotion. I went through this in about 2 weeks. So it's kind of concerning, but it's the Vanilla Lace Ultra Moisturizing Hand and Body Cream. And I think this is their new packaging, or maybe I just haven't been in there for a really long time, but I love this scent. It's not too powerful, it's really subtle when it starts to wear off a little bit, but you can still smell it at the end of the day, so I love that stuff. I have a spare that I'm trying not to use, but I'll probably have to break it out eventually. Finally finished this Be Enchanted. I think I got this around Christmas or January sometime. Probably not January. I bet it was Christmas, like in December. Anyway, I really enjoy Be Enchanted by Bath & Body Works, but I think I've been using it too much, so I kind of tried to branch out a little bit the last time that I went to Bath & Body Works, and I tried the pink chiffon. Oh, I think that's my new favorite. I really enjoy this one still, but I think I need to give my nose a break on this one, so, you know, it's still a favorite, but we're gonna hold off. This item I've had for 3 years, and I finally finished the last little bit. I think it was down to here for about a year. And so I was like, gosh, too many lotions, I need to get through it. So this is the Twisted Peppermint Body Lotion. And I didn't like the formula. I think that's the problem. Well, that's the first problem that I had with it. The second problem that I had with it was great around Christmas time because, you know, pepperminty, festive smelling kind of a lotion. But after Christmas, it was really hard to wear it because I wanted to wear another perfume throughout the day. And having a peppermint scent on you, it's really hard to find. Well, obviously none of my perfumes went with it. So, I mean, if I put this on in the morning, this is the scent that I had to stick with the entire day. I couldn't put anything else on. So that was my other little qualm with it. I probably wouldn't buy this again. And it wasn't like the cream formula. This was like the actual liquidy lotion formula, which I'm not too fond of. So, probably won't buy that guy again. Now, I did get this next one in a hotel, but the hotel was awesome and they had all of these, you know, eco-conscious options available to me. And this is the paraben-free moisturizer from Green Natura. This is fabulous. I think you can actually go online and purchase this. It says ECM biofilms. I think I went online and tried to purchase it because not only does it smell phenomenal, but it's like paraben free. The package is recycled material. Oh, it smells so good. Now, I either need to go back to the hotel and, you know, clear out the maid's cart, or go online and purchase that. I really recommend it. Let's see here. We have an e.l.f. What does that say? e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. I really like the scent of this, and it seems to be a lot easier to clean my eyeshadow brushes every couple of times, instead of doing like a deep wash with them in the sink and everything. So I'll probably end up buying this again. I don't know if well, yeah, I mean, I guess I suggest it. The only other one I've tried is like double the price, so whatever, I'll probably buy another one. Probably take me a while to buy it, but what are you? The Sonia Kashuk Remove Eye Makeup Remover. Now, I've heard that she has changed the packaging on these, and they now have a black top, which I'm kind of bummed about because I really liked the white top. I think it looked nice with everything else that I have on my counter, but whatever. This is the one that was separated and you had to shake it and then put it on a cotton ball or the cotton rounds that I use, so it was alright. I think every time I used this, it got into my waterline and then it blurred my vision. So I just have issues with that. I don't know why my eyes decide to do that with every single eye makeup remover that I use, but I was kind of bummed because I heard so many rave reviews about this, but I think I'm going to pass on it next time. And it's $10, and I picked up some other makeup remover wipe things that come already pre-moistened, and they're $3 cheaper than that. And so this is like 10 bucks, and I have to buy the cotton round, so that's like $2. So $18, wait, 18. Who's a college grad? So $12 plus some kind of tax, or I can spend $7 on my Neutrogena like eye makeup remover pads. So I prefer to go that route if I'm going to be using the, like an item to remove my eye makeup. Next is this Age Rewind what? Dark Circles Eraser. This is in the Brightening Illuminator shade. I would not buy this again. I'm not a big fan of the pink under eye. I like my under eye area to kind of blend into my skin. I don't like the look of my under eyes being so light with the rest of my skin being darker. So probably wouldn't buy this again. I've tried this before in the fair shade. I would like to go to the next shade down, which I think it's like light or something. I'm probably going to go buy the light, even though I've had a hard time with this one and the time that I used before. But, I mean, it concealed nice. I had to put concealer over this, so I don't know. I'm not a big fan, but I know a lot of people are. These next two items, this came in like a 3-pack. I'm working on the other item that came with these. This is the Mr. Henriksen's Truth Serum Collagen Booster. This was alright, but my skin is really finicky, and so it balled up on my skin. And so I had to like use this down on my neck area, which, I mean, I enjoyed it down on the neck area. So this is the one that's like orange and it smells like a big citrus ball. I liked it for my neck. And then this next one is it's the same brand. It's the Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation. This one's smell wasn't particularly pleasant, but it wasn't bad. It was like a, moisturizer scent, if that helps you out at all. But if I put too much on my face, this one would ball up too. So I think my face is just a pain in the butt to find something that doesn't ball up. I did end up using probably the last third of this on my neck just because I didn't have to be as careful. I have really dry skin, so that might be a factor with this, but it wasn't a bad item. Next is the Josie Marin 100% Pure Argan Oil. It's just the little guy. initially I started using this on my hair, like at the tips, and then I actually transitioned it over to using it on my face. And I thought it was nice. I kind of miss not using it, but I don't think it's a necessary step in my, you know, moisturizing routine. So probably wouldn't go out and buy this specific brand. If I wanted to buy it again, I'd probably go to Whole Foods and find like a $5 one. Oh, okay. This is horrible. This is the Sephora Smoky Kohl eyeliner. And this one is, it's the purple one. I think it's 07. And this is all the way rolled up, but it used to come up to a point about up to here. And it was okay, but I have a hard time with purples like actually showing up as a, you know, solid purple line on my eye. I actually had to use this instead of an eyeliner. I had to use it as like a almost a cream eyeshadow, I guess you could call it, but I had to actually heat it up with a lighter, like run it through it a couple times just to warm it up before I could actually use it. So I don't suggest these. I won't purchase one again. I got it on sale for like $3 at Sephora, so it wasn't, you know, a big loss. I've had this lipstick for a long time. This is the Ulta lipstick in number 234. I think it was called Dollhouse Pink or Doll Face Pink, Doll something, and it's super bright, but it's really sheer. Let's see. Ow. The little plastic thing scraping against me, but I don't know. Can you see that? It's a really bright shade, but it's really sheer too, so you can get away with it, you know, pretty easily without a mirror or anything. So, I mean, I enjoyed the lipstick. I don't know if all of them are this sheer, but I would consider buying an Ulta lipstick again in the future if I went through like 10 other ones. So, it was alright. I don't have any problems with it. Next, I went through a MAC Sheen Supreme lipstick in Supreme Style. This was in one of my favorites videos a while ago. Actually dug it out because I enjoyed the shade so much. And it smells a little different than the regular MAC lipsticks. It almost has like a citrusy vanilla smell to it, but I enjoyed it. I'm throwing this in my Back to MAC bag. If you can run across that at a CCO, that's where I purchased mine. I would suggest it. It's a really pretty color for spring. Next, I have some samples and I'm completely finished. So this is the Lorac Face Self-Tantalizer. This says it's a face bronzing gradual self-tanner. There is a lot of product in here. This lasted me almost the entire month. I depotted this into a separate little pot container and would mix it with my moisturizer at nighttime, so when I woke up in the morning I would have a tan canvas to work with. I don't know if this is a self-tanner, actually, like a gradual self-tanner, because it seemed like every time I washed my face it would wash off, and I'm not any tanner now than I was then, so I don't know. It's nice to use as like a bronzer, I guess, all over your face. I don't know. Like if you put it all over your face, you look a lot tanner than if you hadn't. You look like you've been out in the sun, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And you got a nice tan. You look vacation ready with this item. I don't know if I'd go out and buy the full item. I have the full priced item. I have another package of this, so I would probably use that again. And then afterwards I'd probably just go sit out in the sun. I used this Fine 1 from Benefit. It was just like a, you know, one of their 2 or 3 time use. Had like the 3 separate colors here. Probably not going to run out and buy this. It seems like when I blended it all together and then I put it on my cheeks, it was really bright, and then I blended it in and it disappeared. So I don't know, maybe the samples aren't doing the product justice. I used up 2 of these. I got these from Walgreens. It was a 3-pack. This is the medium to tan skin tones, which I'm not. For the Jergens Natural Glow. This is supposed to be like their gradual tanner that they've had before, but without the scent. Yeah. I would just give a warning. If you're on the light spectrum of, let's say, if you haven't had enough sun yet, probably don't go with the medium to tan skin tones unless you want to look super baked. Because I looked like I'd just taken a 3-week vacation to, I don't know, the Bahamas or something. And it took almost the next day. It probably took 18 hours for it to fully develop. So I was this close to putting on the 3rd packet because I wasn't seeing any results. I'm really glad I didn't. But yeah, just, you know, I didn't notice the smell. So, I mean, go Jergens for getting rid of that. I have a Eucerin Daily Replenishing Moisturizing Lotion, though sample here. I had a Eucerin sample like last month in my Empties, and it did an amazing job. Like, it was competing with my Gold Bond, which is my absolute favorite, but this one, the Daily Replenishing, it was too light of a consistency. It didn't really lock in the moisture for me, so I wouldn't go out and purchase that. I got this sample, which is kind of silly, but this took me 3 weeks to use, and I use this religiously. This is the, how do you pronounce it? Boscia? Yeah. Boscia. I can't even spell today either. Can't pronounce and I can't spell. This was their eye cream. I would suggest going and checking out their eye cream. If Sephora gives you a sample of their eye cream, it'll last you for 3 weeks. So, I liked it. I have 2 more eye cream samples that I'm going through right now, and then I'll probably go out and purchase one of them. So I'll probably, you know, give you a heads up. And then finally, I finished these 2 perfume samples. This is Clinique Happy, which I really, really enjoyed. I actually used my gift certificate to go out and purchase the Clinique Happy one. Did I show you this before? I got one of these fragrance samplers, and it came with 5 little perfume samples, and then it comes with a certificate too, and you go take the certificate into Sephora, and they give you the rollerball size. It's $18 for it, so I got the full-size Clinique one. But back to what I was saying on my Empties, this one is the Billionaire Boyfriend. I thought this was horrible. Like, this is a bestseller. I don't know who's buying this, who's using this, but I didn't enjoy this one. But if you're looking to try out a couple of different samplers and you don't want to go in and bug them for like 15 different samples, maybe go try one of these. I really enjoyed the Daisy and the Clinique Happy. So, I mean, you get 5 samples and a free well, not a free roller ball, but you get a roller ball, I guess, and then 5 free perfume samples. So, okay, that's the end of my Empties. So, thanks for watching.